Caitlin Clark never stops amazing us. In the game everyone was buzzing about, Clark went head-to-head with Diana Taurasi, and man, what a showdown it was. Not only did Clark outplay Taurasi, but she also broke a record and came this close to a triple-double. The Indiana Fever took down the Phoenix Mercury 88-82, but trust me, the score doesn't even begin to cover the excitement. Let's dive into the incredible record Caitlin Clark just shattered. On July 10th, 2024, Caitlin Clark basically decided she was going to rewrite the history books against the Phoenix Mercury. She was so close to a triple-double, it's almost painful. 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 12 assists. 1 rebound shy. Come on, Caitlin, give us that last rebound. Her 15 points were like a lifeline for the Indiana Fever throughout the game. She started off with a deep three-pointer that had everyone thinking, yep, she's here to play. Every one of her shots seemed to come right when the Fever needed it most. Pressure? What pressure? Clark was handling it like it was just another day at the office. Then there were the 9 rebounds. Seriously, a guard grabbing rebounds like that? She was all over the court, snatching the ball from players who were probably thinking, how is she doing this? Especially in the second half, Clark was grabbing defensive boards and launching fast breaks like a one-woman show. Despite being so close to a historic triple-double, Clark was cool as a cucumber. She kept her focus, controlled the game's pace, and made sure the Fever stayed in control. Her calm under pressure was something you don't see every day, especially in a rookie. Her teammates couldn't stop praising her. Aaliyah Boston was thrilled, saying, "Playing with Caitlin is a game changer. She scores, she rebounds, she makes plays for others. She's the complete package." Coach Marianne Stanley was beaming, saying, "Caitlin's performance was exceptional. She was just 1 rebound away from a triple-double, and her impact was undeniable." A triple-double in the WNBA is a big deal, especially for a rookie. The last player to do it was Sabrina Ionescu in 2022. Clark almost joining that club shows just how special she is. This game proves she's got the potential to be one of the all-time greats. Even Diana Taurasi, the legend herself, was impressed. She said, "Caitlin is special. The way she carries herself on the court, even in high-pressure situations, is impressive. She's got a bright future ahead." Right from the get-go, it was a battle. Early in the first quarter, Taurasi hit a deep 3 that had everyone thinking, here we go again. But Clark wasn't having any of it and nailed a 3 of her own. This back and forth was like watching a tennis match, but way more exciting because, basketball. The real magic happened in the third quarter. Clark, with her team trailing, decided it was time to take control. She drove into the lane, drew 2 defenders, and then, like some basketball wizard, made a no-look pass to Aaliyah Boston for an easy basket. Now, facing off against Taurasi is no joke. She's a 3-time WNBA champion and a 10-time All-Star. Her resume is longer than a CVS receipt. For Clark, this was the ultimate test. But did she crumble under the pressure? Nope. She stayed cool and collected, playing with the kind of composure that made you forget she was just a rookie. In the fourth quarter, when the Mercury were making a final push, Clark kept her head, controlled the game, and made sure her team executed their plays perfectly. After the game, the mutual respect was obvious. Clark talked about how incredible it was to play against Taurasi, calling her a legend, and saying it was both intimidating and inspiring. Taurasi, always candid, had high praise for Clark too. She said, "Caitlin is special. You can see it in the way she plays and handles herself on the court. She's got a bright future, and it's exciting to see young talent like hers in the league." This game wasn't just about the stats. It was about the narrative. Clark versus Taurasi is shaping up to be one of the most exciting rivalries in the WNBA. Their contrasting styles make every matchup a must-watch. Clark's dynamic play versus Taurasi's experienced strategic game created fireworks. The dynamic between Clark and Taurasi was fascinating. Clark brought youthful energy and a fresh perspective, while Taurasi's seasoned experience provided the perfect counterbalance. This mix made for an electrifying game. Highlighting the best of the WNBA analysts couldn't stop talking about the game afterward. Clark's versatility and impact were praised, while Taurasi's relentless scoring and leadership were highlighted. It felt like a passing of the torch, with Clark stepping up as a new face of the league and Taurasi solidifying her legacy. The Indiana Fever decided to give everyone a heart attack before pulling off an incredible comeback against the Phoenix Mercury. At halftime, the Mercury were cruising with a 49-38 lead, thanks to Diana Taurasi doing her usual thing, making it look way too easy. The Fever? Not so much. They were all over the place, struggling to get anything going. Caitlin Clark, our rookie superstar, had a rough start with only 6 points and a few assists. It looked like a disaster waiting to happen. But then came the third quarter, and it was like someone flipped a switch. Suddenly, Clark decided she'd had enough of this losing nonsense. She hit a deep three-pointer that cut the lead down and got everyone fired up. From there, she was everywhere, driving into the lane, dishing out perfect assists to Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, and grabbing defensive rebounds like her life depended on it. By the end of the quarter, Clark had racked up 6 more points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds, leading the Fever on a crazy 29-10 run. The Fever were on fire, playing with an intensity that left the Mercury scrambling. They out-hustled Phoenix on both ends of the court. Kelsey Mitchell was on fire, scoring 8 of her 16 points in the third quarter alone, including a crucial three-pointer that gave the Fever their first lead since the game started. By the time the fourth quarter began, the Fever had turned that 11-point deficit into a slim lead. It was like watching a completely different team. Their determination and mental toughness were off the charts. Kelsey Mitchell, in her limited 21 minutes, scored 16 points and showed why she's such a clutch player. Her ability to hit big shots kept the Fever in the game and eventually helped them pull ahead. Melissa Smith chipped in with a double-double, 12 points, and 15 rebounds. Her rebounding, especially on the offensive end, gave the Fever second-chance opportunities that were key to maintaining their momentum. Smith's physicality in the paint disrupted the Mercury's defense and created openings for her teammates. Clark's play was a big part of making everyone around her better. Those 12 assists weren't just numbers. They were precision passes that set her teammates up perfectly. Her court vision and unselfish play made the whole team look good. By drawing defenders and creating open looks, Clark made it easier for her teammates to score. As the game wound down, the Fever's teamwork shined. They maintained their lead, thanks to their chemistry and unity. Each player knew their role and executed it perfectly, leading to a hard-fought 88-82 victory. Comparing Clark's rookie season to past rookies is like comparing a Ferrari to a bicycle. Take Ryan Howard, who won Rookie of the Year in 2022 with solid stats of 16.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game. Clark? She's averaging 18.5 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 7.1 assists per game. The experts are losing their minds over her. Rebecca Lobo from ESPN said, "Caitlin Clark is redefining what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA, and she's not wrong." Cheryl Swoops, another legend, chimed in with, "Clark has the potential to be one of the all-time greats." When you've got legends talking you up, you know you're doing something right. Looking ahead, the sky's the limit for Clark. She's on track to become a perennial all-star and an MVP candidate. Her mix of skills and leadership makes her a player everyone's going to be watching for years to come. With Clark leading the Indiana Fever, the team's future is looking brighter than ever. She's turned them into serious contenders. Before she arrived, making the playoffs was a pipe dream. Now, they're in a solid position to make a run for it. Clark's presence on the court has completely transformed the team's dynamics. The fans are loving it. The Fever's games are packed, and social media is buzzing with hashtags like #FeverRising and #ClarkEffect. Everyone's pumped about the team's future, and it's all thanks to Clark's incredible impact. Expectations are sky high for the Fever's upcoming games. Fans can't wait to see how far Clark can take them. Playoff runs? Championships? It's all on the table with her leading the charge. Her ability to perform under pressure is inspiring confidence across the board. With Clark leading the Indiana Fever, the team's future is looking brighter than ever. Before she arrived, making the playoffs was a distant dream. Now, they're serious contenders. Her leadership and playmaking have transformed the team's dynamics. They've shown they can hang with the best, and their win over the Phoenix Mercury wasn't just a fluke, it was a statement. Clark's got this incredible synergy with her teammates. Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Melissa Smith are all playing their best basketball, thanks to Clark's ability to set them up perfectly. Boston's scoring and rebounding, Mitchell's clutch shooting, and Smith's double-doubles are all boosted by Clark's playmaking. She's like a human cheat code, making everyone around her better. Clark's influence goes way beyond the court. Since her debut, there's been a noticeable spike in attendance and TV ratings for Fever games. ESPN says viewership is up 25%, and ticket sales have skyrocketed by 30%. People are flocking to see her play live, and Fever merchandise, especially her jerseys, is flying off the shelves. The media can't get enough of her. She's all over ESPN, Fox Sports, and pretty much every sports website you can think of. She's even been on the cover of Sports Illustrated with the headline, "The Future of Basketball." Her endorsement deals with Nike, Gatorade, and Beats by Dre are just the icing on the cake. Clark's presence is having a long-term impact on the WNBA. She's attracting new fans, increasing viewership, and boosting merchandise sales, which means more money and attention for the league. Her marketability is showing that WNBA players have serious commercial potential, which could lead to better financial opportunities for everyone in the league. And if you think Caitlin Clark's epic night was just a fluke, think again. This kind of performance takes insane skill and dedication, and Caitlin is dominating the WNBA because of it. Don't miss out on witnessing more of her magic. Smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and join our squad of diehard fans. Drop a comment below on who you think Caitlin will outshine next.